You wear Queers for Palestine t-shirts and masks 2 years after the pandemic ended. And you can't define woman, I mean person who menstruates. You're the teachers' union education party, and you've turned schools and colleges into a joke. You just lost a crazy contest to an actual crazy person.
Bill Maher's critique of woke culture, a deep dive. In a recent segment, Bill Maher has taken a bold stance against what he describes as the woke left, critiquing the Democrats for their perceived failures and the ongoing infighting within the party. His commentary is not just an attack, but a reflection on the broader implications of the current political landscape. Let's explore the main points of his arguments and the reactions they have sparked. The woke left and their alleged downfall. Maher accuses the woke left of squandering their political advantage, which he argues has effectively handed the upcoming 2024 presidential election to Donald Trump. This assertion is rooted in a belief that the Democrats have lost touch with their base and the broader electorate. He emphasizes that their ideological purity and failure to engage with voters have led to their political decline. Examples of wokeness.
Suspects on the far left that the saying is, when you're in a hole, stop digging, not keep digging. Talk about doubling down on what got you fucked in the first place. Even the one concession I've heard a few people on the losing side offer, that liberals should stop saying the Trump voters are stupid, comes with a kind of unspoken parentheses, we know they are stupid, just don't say it. Yeah, I got bad news for you. They don't have a monopoly on stupid. You wear Queers for Palestine t-shirts and masks 2 years.
One of Maher's striking criticisms includes the symbolic gestures made by the left, such as wearing Queers for Palestine t-shirts, which he argues distract from more pressing issues. He provocatively states, "You wear Queers for Palestine t-shirts and masks 2 years after the pandemic ended, and you can't define woman." This highlights his belief that the left is preoccupied with performative activism rather than substantive policy discussions. The education system under fire. Maher doesn't hold back when discussing the education system, labeling the teachers' union as the education party that has turned schools and colleges into a joke. He points to the current state of education as evidence of the left's failure to connect with the realities faced by everyday Americans. Infighting and alienation. According to Maher, the infighting within the Democratic Party is at an all-time high, with notable figures like Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Reid coming under fire. He posits that this division is indicative of a party that is not only losing its way, but also alienating voters who may have once supported them. He argues that the party's obsession with ideological purity has led to a disconnect from the electorate. The critique of Democratic leadership. Maher's critique extends to the leadership of the Democratic Party, particularly focusing on Vice President Kamala Harris. He suggests that Harris, in her attempts to distance herself from President Biden, has failed to resonate with voters who are looking for genuine leadership and connection. He implies that the party's approach has become akin to a Portlandia sketch, further emphasizing their detachment from reality. The narrative of stupidity. In a particularly sharp observation, Maher discusses the left's tendency to label Trump voters as stupid. He warns that this narrative is not only condescending but also counterproductive, arguing that it fails to recognize the complexities of voter motivations. He states, "Even the one concession I've heard a few people on the losing side offer, that liberals should stop saying that Trump voters are stupid, comes with a kind of unspoken parenthesis. We know they are stupid, just don't say it." This critique highlights the left's struggle to engage with dissenting opinions. Racial and ethnic dynamics. Maher delves into the dynamics of race and immigration, suggesting that Hispanic voters often have a more straightforward view of immigration issues, unencumbered by the guilt that he argues many white Americans feel. He posits that this guilt affects the ability of white Americans to express valid concerns about immigration, leading to a skewed narrative that does not align with the views of many voters. Science and gender issues. Another significant aspect of Maher's critique is the left's stance on science and gender issues. He questions the logic behind the current discourse, stating, "If you genuinely believe in science, how can you support this?" This reflects his frustration with the perceived contradictions within the left's arguments regarding gender identity and biological science. The consequences of ignoring reality. Maher argues that the Democrats have become so entrenched in their ideological battles that they have lost sight of basic realities. He emphasizes the importance of acknowledging scientific facts while also engaging in meaningful conversations about policy and governance. He believes that without this engagement, the party risks further alienating potential voters. Conclusion: a call for reflection. Maher's commentary serves as a wake-up call for the Democrats, urging them to reassess their strategies and reconnect with voters. He argues that the current trajectory is unsustainable and that the party must adapt to the changing political landscape. His fiery rhetoric and unfiltered critique challenge the left to address its shortcomings and engage with the realities facing the American electorate. Final thoughts. In conclusion, Maher's analysis raises important questions about the future of the Democratic Party and its ability to resonate with voters. His critique of the woke left serves as a reminder that political parties must remain grounded in reality and responsive to the concerns of the electorate. As we approach the 2024 election, it will be crucial for the Democrats to reflect on Maher's insights and recalibrate their approach to ensure they do not continue down a path of alienation and division.